Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss about design and implementation of a Delta robot for pick and place operations using Simulink. This example shows how to model a Delta robot performing a pick and place task. Here these are all the contents for the simulation. A pick and place robot using forward and inverse kinematics. Here the contents are introduction, what is Delta robot model, and what are the MATLAB object we are going to use, that is kinematics solver, and Simulink model and Delta robot subsystem and planning and control subsystem having. There are forward and reverse kinematics and path planner and controller, and also we are going to see about at the time of simulation you can observe the result through the Simulink scopes. What are the products you need to design this means MATLAB and Simulink Simscape multibody toolbox. Here some small introduction about Delta robots. Delta robots have advanced vision technologies that enable them to distinguish various sizes, shapes and colors. There are several configurations of Delta robots, but most have three arms that operate on 4 axes. Here this one, the 4 axes. The next one, they have heavy motors affixed to the frame with lightweight arms connected to linking rods with joints at either end of the each arm, that is physically ball joints to allow the movement. Often used in application where robots picks items in groups and place them in assembly patterns or containers like this. These are the figure shows the Delta robot model. This is where MATLAB multibody, by using MATLAB multibody toolbox. Here these are geometrical representation of this Delta robot. Here what is a pick and place robot? Here pick and place robots are commonly used in modern manufacturing environments. It is pick and place automation speed ups the process of picking up parts or items and placing them in other locations. How this type of pick and place robots work? Typically mounted on a stable stand, pick and place robots are positioned to reach different areas to perform work. They are advanced vision system to identify, grasp and move object from one place to another. Also these examples models a Delta robot performing a pick and place task. The robot picks up a part using a vacuum gripper, moves the part to each of 4 markers on the table. Okay, then drops the part at the first maker and then return to the home position. Okay, these are objective of this simulation. This example demonstrates how to create kinematic solver objects by using MATLAB and call them via MATLAB function blocks to compute forward and inverse kinematics during simulation. Then model contact using spatial contact force blocks. Then this is a Simulink model of Delta robot for pick and place operations. Here the Delta robot subsystem models a 3 degree of freedom Delta robot. By using this example, we can pick up a part using vacuum gripper and moves the part to the each of the 4 markers on the table. Here this one, 4 markers of the table, and drops the parts of the first maker and then return into the previous position or home position. Here the image processor subsystem uses transform sensor blocks to simulate the processing of camera data to track the locations of the part and the markers on the table. Then the next one, the forward and inverse kinematics computations are done using this kinematic solver objects. Here the planners and transitions the robot between 3 different modes. First one is go to directly above part and grasp part and move to the goal location. The next one, vacuum subsystem. This subsystem to grasp the part, a simple vacuum is modeled between the part and the robot's end effector. Whenever the planar command section, the vacuum applies a constant force between the center of mass of the part and also the tip of the end effector. By using this example, we can learn about kinematic solver class, and also can learn about contact modeling. Also you learn about multibody modeling. Also you can see the result simulation Simscape result using interactive Simscape result explorer. Here this is the one of the subsystem of this Delta robot. This is in the Delta robot. Each and every block we are going to see. What is a Delta robot? What is a vacuum? What is a planning and control unit? All the things we are going to see. Here the Delta robot system models here. This subsystem models here 3 degree of freedom Delta robot. Here 1, 2, 3. Okay, the motion of the end effector. The motion of the end effector is purely translational due to the kinematic structure of the robot. The robot actuators correspond to the 3 torque 3 torque actuated revolute joint mount to the upper base plate. Here, to mimic encoder data, the subsystem outputs the positions, that is angle of actuators. The camera frame is mounted underneath the base plate and looks down towards the end effector. The geometry associated with the end effector is exported via Simscape bus to facilitate contact modeling. Here the next subsystem is forward and inverse kinematics. This one, forward and inverse kinematics, is a path planner. In between path planner, your forward and inverse kinematics are used here. An inverse kinematic map is needed to transform the desired position and velocity of the end effector computed by the planner to corresponding positions and velocities of the 3 actuators. Here, these forward and inverse kinematics computations are done using kinematics solver object. MATLAB, it is inbuilt kinematics solver object in Simscape multibody. It is available in Simscape multibody toolbox. The objects are defined as persistent variables in the function called SM pick and place robot FK and SM pick and place at IK objects. These functions are called by the MATLAB function blocks planning and control. This one, planning and control forward kinematics and planning control inverse kinematics. The next subsystem is the path panel. Path planner. A planning is occurs the MATLAB function block planning and control path planner. The planner transitions the robot between 3 different modes. First one is go to the location directly above part and grasp part and move to goal location. Finally go to home. These are 3 tasks are there. Whenever a mode begins, a trajectory is computed that takes in the end effector from its current position to mode's goal position in a fixed amount of time. The next one is the trajectory is generated in 2 stages. First is a third order polynomial is computed corresponding to the path of end effector in XYZ camera, XYZ camera coordinates from its current position to the goal position. The second one is a fifth order polynomial is computed which is used to scale the time along with the path such that the initial and final velocity and accelerations are all the values are 0. This manner path planner is working. Then finally the controller block. This controller block, the planning and controller subsystem contains a simple PID controller that drives the actual positions and velocities of the actuators to their desired values. Then the final subsystems called vacuum subsystem and contact subsystem and image processor. What is vacuum subsystem means? To grasp the part, a simple vacuum is modeled between the part and the robots and end effector. Whenever the planar command is suction, the vacuum applies the constant force between center of mass of the part and the tip of the end effector. Based on that, the vacuum pressure is modeled. The contact subsystem. What is contact subsystem is spatial contact force blocks. MATLAB spatial contact force ball is available inside the end effector part contact forces and part table contact forces. Subsystems are used to the model contact subsystem. To speed up the simulation, 3 contact points equally spaced around the tip of the end effector are used as proxies for full cylindrical geometry when it is contact with the port. Similarly, the 3 equally spaced contact points around the bottom edge of the part are used as a contact proxies for when it makes contact with the table. Okay, here this image processor subsystem uses transform sensor blocks to simulate the processing of camera data to track the locations of the part and also marker on the table. These are the output scope we are simulated by using this example. We can by using the example we can see the analysis of actuator positions, actuator velocities, actuator torques, and end effector position and end effector velocity and current mode or next mode marker. In this manner we can analyze the result. Come and let us see the simulation. These are simulating diagram for pick and place robot. It is a delta type robot. Here these are a delta robot. It is available in Simscape multibody. Here in the Simscape multibody, here the robot library, it's a robot library block, it is available. Here there are 2 kind of robots are there. First one is arm robot and another one is delta robot. Based on that, just to drag and drop, you can make the design. Then next one, here what are the My inputs are actuator torques and base frame, camera frame, actuator position and end effector frame, and end effector geometry is connected through the Delta robot. In this Delta robot models 3 degree of freedom, 3 torque actuator here, 3 torque actuator activated revolute joints mounted to the base plate. There is a upper hexagon control the motion of the end effector, which is modeled as a cylinder attached to the lower plate. Here this kinematic structure of the robot constraints at the end effector purely translation motion. Here these geometrical parameters as well as the initial of the actuators can be set in the dialog in this dialog. Here what are the upper base effective radius and lower plate radius here in there. Based on your requirement, you can give the geometry. Here position degree and velocity also you can give it using this one. Okay, the next one, the planning and control unit subsystem. Here forward kinematics and inverse kinematics and controller blocks are there. Here in this path planner, here some this planner and control path planner M-filer function is incorporated for designing this controller path planner. Similarly, this is a forward kinematics. Here it is also, it has a function called planning and control forward kinematics file, M file. Similarly, inverse kinematics. Here this is a file name for planning and control. Inverse kinematics is a M file function is called through this subsystem. Then controller subsystem. In this controller, simply models the PID controller. Here you can give the values of P 0.5, I 6 and D 0.15. In this manner, it gives the output of this controller is actuator torques. Okay, here the inputs are actuator position and actuator velocity and camera data through this table point, this one. And then this is the image processor. In this image processor, it has the 4 transform sensors. These transform sensors measure time dependent relationship between 2 frames. A transform sensor passively senses this 3D time varying transformation and its derivatives between the 2 frames. Okay, here this is a SIMScape bus. This block bundles the connection into a SIMScape bus line like this. SIMScape bus line. You can also use it to access one or more connections from an existing SIMScape bus line. Use this automatic port creation to add new connection to the block here. These are marker 1, marker 2, marker 3 and marker 4. Separate 4 markers are there here. These are the inputs. This is your transform sensor 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is your multiplexer. Finally, it gives the control. It is given to the camera data positions. Then this is the vacuum subsystem. In this block models a simple vacuum force in which equal and opposite constant forces are applied to the 2 frames. Here next one is a part mask. Here this block model a cylindrical part, frames at the center of the bottom face and center of the top face and center of mass export as a ports here. The next one, this is our part state. In this part state is a 6 degree of joint. Okay, represent joint between 2 frames. This joint has 3 translational and 3 rotational degrees of freedom represented by the 3 prismatic primitives axes along a set of mutually orthogonal axes. This is a table. This table mask this is a table with 4 equally spaced markers representing the locations where a part can be placed by the robot. Here we have to give the side length, height, marker distance from the center and the color RGB. Here also you have to mention and marker radius and marker color. Finally, the output is geometry. Let us see the simulation. This is your mechanism configuration. This is your mechanism configuration bed frame, and this is your solver configuration. Now let us see the simulation. We need to find out actuator positions, actuator velocities, actuator torques, and end effector position, end effector velocity, and current mode. Next pointer, next marker. Now let us see the simulation. What will happen is the actuator position and actuator velocities and actuator torques and end effector position. It needs some more time for compiling and run. Meantime, you can see the animations through the pickup place robot. Now simulation is going on. Now you can see this place, and the third option is placed, and third option is go to the previous position. In this manner you can see the output. Also you need to get to the scope output. This is actuator position. It is a the scope shows angle versus time in terms of degree. This is a desired and actual actuators positions. Next diagram is actuator velocities. Here this actuator velocity shows the desired and actuator velocities, and these are actuator torques. This diagram shows the actuator controller torques 1, 2, 3. Similarly, end effector position. In this end effector position, you can see the goal, desired and actual end effector positions. This is XY components in the camera frame. It is the graph shown between time versus position. That is a XY Z components in camera frame. Similarly, the end effector velocity and current mode next marker. This is a planar mode and next marker goal. Let us see the example using the Simscape Result Explorer. By using this Simscape Result Explorer, we can see the delta robot and what are the part states we can analyze. This is our delta robot. What is the actuator? In this reset mode, it takes some more time. That is one. The next one, actuator 2. There are 3 actuators are there. Then actuator 3. These were arm 1. There is a 3 arms are placed. It shows the elbow joint. And next one is the 4 bar joint 4. That is a lower right joint and upper right joint. In this manner you can see. Then from bottom plate joint 1. It's a bottom plate joint 3. That is a part of the states. There is a P of X value. So each and every block you can analyze by using this interactive Simscape Explorer. Here finally the Q value. It says angular velocity. These were angular acceleration, and these were orientation, and these were linear acceleration, and these were position. This is your linear velocity. This is each and every part states we are seeing. There is a px and px and py, pz. Similarly, this is a elbow joint. What is the lower arm? In this manner, you can see the each and every block outputs. Thanks for watching. Thank you.